But do you think we should be using the word radical Islam in talking about ISIS, or do you think that term may be too offensive to use and could offend people too much?
No, that's definitely wrong.
It might be on the more offensive side.
The term radical isn't often assigned to any other religion. It's only used in the context of Islam.
There's been domestic terrorism with like Christian groups, for example, and you don't really call them. You don't go around saying like radical Christianism or radical Catholic, things like that, right?
Which attacks would those be?
I can't name them from the top of my head,
okay.
But I know that. I'm trying to think. There's like certain like churches. I can't name any of them, but from the top of my head.
I don't think the term is necessarily helpful just because of the way people react to it.
You have to be careful in how you deal with sensitive matters, especially how you word your opinions toward them.
Labeling them radical Islam is not a very good step.
So I think just branding something as like radical Islam is just, you're not going to get anywhere. You're just going to create more extremes.
I just don't really like grouping people into that and kind of singling out Islam as a violent religion.
Like, you think of the KKK and they're a Christian organization. Would you call them radical Christians?
It's not people killing others in the name of Christianity or killing people in the name of atheism. It is a seemingly unique problem to Islam. By not addressing the threat as radical Islam, which it is, you're not actually going to get anywhere in defeating it. What's your response to that?
I don't see also how branding something as like radical Islam is going to help you either.
To focusing more on a acceptance and rehabilitation of extremist groups, kind of figuring out why they're extremists, because most of these groups have been caused by hatred.
I mean, it looks like it has been case with recent terrorist attacks when Muslim people were involved in them, but using those terms specifically, again, creates a certain kind of bias.
I think a softer approach that tries to like embrace more cultures.
There's like very strong, deep-seated fear in the United States that's often, in my opinion, irrational.
Definitely people shy away from using that term because of political correctness, I guess.
Really, like, most of the people who are saying we can't say radical Islamic terrorism also don't want to acknowledge that there's a radical wing of the Islam religion.